Okay, so today's lesson is 2.2, adding integers. So one of the rules is for adding positive and negative numbers, first thing you do is you subtract. Subtract means to find the difference. Second, take the answer, takes the sign of the larger number. So here's an example. If you have 9 plus negative 7, you're going to subtract 9 minus 7. So you take the bigger number minus the smaller number. So 9 minus 7 is 2. And you look at 9. 9 is the bigger number. And so 9 is positive. The 2 stays positive. Let's look at number 2. You have a negative number and a positive number. So you're going to subtract. You can take 10 minus 6. And that is 4. 10 is bigger than 6. So 10 is negative, so the 4 ends up being a negative. So go ahead and push pause and try 3 and 4 on your own. When you're ready, go ahead and push play. So you should have gotten where you take 120 minus 100 and you get 20. 120 is your bigger number and that is negative, so the 20 becomes a negative. Number 4 is 45 minus 38, and that equals 7. And 45 is positive, so 7 stays positive. So this rule only applies for when your integers are positive and negative numbers. So let's look at the rules for adding negative plus a negative. So the two steps are, you're going to add your two integers or two numbers. Then your answer is going to be negative because they're two negative numbers. So let's look at number 1. You have a negative 8 plus negative 9. You're just going to add the two integers or the two numbers. So 8 plus 9 is 17. And because they're both negative, they become negative. Let's look at number 2. You have 1 plus 19, which equals 20. Since they're both negative, the answer is negative. So please press pause and try number 3 and 4 on your own, and then push play when you are ready. So you should have added 25 plus 100, which you get 125. And since they're both negative, make that negative 125. Number 4, 7 plus 4 is 11. And they're both negative, so the answer is negative. Now here's something that you should probably do, is make sure that you make a flashcard and know that a positive and a negative, they're different, you're going to subtract. If they're both the same, negative and negative, or positive, you're going to add the numbers. So that's some kind of clue to help you remember if you're going to add or subtract. Here's the next direction you're going to find in your classwork and homework. Says evaluate a plus b for the given value. So let's look at the first one. It says a is equal to 7, b is equal to negative 5. So I'm going to write where it says evaluate a plus b right underneath, a plus b. Replace my variable with the number, so 7 plus negative 5. Now if you look at it, it says a positive and a negative. They're both different, so if they're both different, you have to subtract. So 7 minus 5 is 2. And 7 is the bigger number, so the 2 stays positive. Try number 8 on your own. Press pause, and then push play when you are ready to find out the answer. So you should have written a plus b. Replace a with negative 12 plus b with negative 15. And since it's negative and a negative, they're both the same signs. If they're both the same signs, you're going to add. So 12 plus 15 is 27. And since they're both negative, the answer is negative 27.